This presentation is for the case competition in John Mullane's strategic management class. This analysis will be of United Way of Rutherford County. My name is Alexis Brightwell. Also in my group is Kentriana Glover and Mariah Carter. United Way of Rutherford County is a nonprofit organization that improves lives by advancing opportunities for education, health, and financial stability for all. They also tackle some of the community's toughest issues, and then they offer solutions that are able to create a long-term sustainable change. To start off, we'll discuss United Way's current use of the modified building blocks of competitive advantage. Our first building block will be strategic arena. United Way is service-based. They also are segmented by county. For example, we do have United Way of Rutherford and Cannon counties. There's also a United Way of Davidson County. Those are just two examples of local United Way segments. I feel like the niche for United Way is that they're nonprofit, so they are able to use the community's money and recycle it back into the community how the community feels fit. Also, United Way has a set group of volunteers that perform certain tasks for the company. Some of them can be skilled in doing whatever they need for their health initiative. Some are skilled for income. For example, their tax assistant initiative, which helps people who make less than $66,000 a year file their taxes yearly. They have IRS certified volunteers come in and assist those people. Also, they just have volunteers, which usually are college age or high school age volunteers, just to help with any other event that they're able to put on as well. The next building block is innovation and creativity. So as a company, they are fully committed to their mission and their initiatives. New services they could possibly offer to bring in innovation would be just those that support their mission and their three main focuses, which is income, education, and health. And then those events that they're able to create under those focuses will be able to raise money for the company. So our last building block that we will speak about is quality. And with United Way being a service-based company, they have to make sure that their services are being tailored to those who need them, which are those in the community. And then they also have to tailor to what the community wants as well. Also, to sustain a positive image with the community, they must fulfill 4 components. The first being functionality. And this just means that all the initiatives are aligned with the missions. Also, reliability is another component. And with reliability, the company doesn't have to have a set timeline, but as soon as they figure out what initiative they're working on and what event they want to plan with that initiative, they need to be able to develop it and have it planned out and how to execute it as soon as possible. Then our next component is durability. And this just means that the company will have continuous initiatives that they're working on. And then our last component is design/feature. And this just is the ability to make their initiatives better. And they can do this by receiving feedback from the community and volunteers who worked on the initiatives and events for the community.
United Way focused on education, financial stability, and health. Some of United Way's strengths are the different programs that they provide. FamilyWise is a healthcare program that reduces the cost of prescription medications for children and families and distribute free prescription drug discount cards. Volunteer Tax Assistance Program is a tax prep program that helps those who make less than $66,000 a year file their taxes for free and to get as much back on taxes as possible. Books from Birth is a book fund program that's partnered with Dolly Parton. It focuses on reading literacy for elementary school children. It gives families the access to books at no cost. However, the weakness of those programs is that United Way focus more on the front end of the programs rather than long term. They aren't focused on the expansions and improvements of all those programs. It also lacks information to the public. As I did my research, I noticed some volunteers were complaining about not knowing where their donations are going. United Way promote their own political ideas. They do not provide health coverage to any member or family for the support of abortions. They do not have a pro-abortion agenda. Opportunities. The programs United Way provide could decrease the poverty rate in Rutherford County. Local residents are able to get more money back on their taxes. Those funds can help with their financial stability, such as affordable housing, savings, and managing expenses. Also, United Way has the opportunity to improve the education of the youth. This can increase the on-time graduation rates. More students can complete college on time or advance in any other training. Changing the quality of care. Families could have an up-to-date health record and checkups. This could result to a safe home and community with healthy eatings and physical activities. Threats. A couple of threats United Way have is the economic instability. There could be a lack of volunteers and donations. More people may keep their money because of the lack of public communication. Also, other nonprofit locations could be a threat also, such as Greenhouse Ministries and Journey Homes Incorporated. There could be competition between these local nonprofits because of the new advancements and better opportunities.
There were two main strategic concerns that we had throughout the research of your company. One was the sharp decrease in donations. That would be donations coming from individuals, governments, jobs, all of those places. We'll see a sharp decrease in that, and I'll explain that in the next slide. And we will also see a high school graduation rate remain the same or decrease within the next 5 to 10 years. And with that, we mean on your webpage, you talked about how you had a low high school graduation rate. If you all don't improve in certain areas for your education, we came to the concern that your graduation rate might remain the same or decrease within the next 5 to 10 years. Your recommendations for decrease in donations would consist of clarifying where the money goes, which means it could be in addition to your website. It could be a bubble that has education, a bubble that has financial stability, and a bubble that has health and well-being. In each of those bubbles, you can break down exactly what certain people donations are going towards. An example could be in the education part. You can say for this month your donations are going towards a book fair. And the financial stability, your donations this time is going towards helping someone understand how to do their taxes. It could be for health and well-being. Your donations this month is going towards free shots for children that are newborns. And another one would be understanding your community's needs and wants. With that, I feel like you all should take more of what the community that you're catering to, take some of their needs and wants into consideration. Because if someone doesn't want something, then they're not going to support it. Or if someone doesn't see the concern or the need within whatever the project is or the service is, then they're not going to want to donate to it because they feel like it's no service to them. So have an understanding of their needs and wants and see how you can shape and mold some of your foundations and your programs in order to please them and have them to experience greater service.
The next is the high school graduation rate decreasing or staying the same recommendation. One of the things that we felt like you all could assist with was developing a program that connects students to other students outside of their district. With this, we did back research like on different school districts, and we've seen a couple of like review websites that said, when I went to this school district, I got a much better education, or I got a much better experience, or I got more opportunities. We felt like if you all created like an online program that was virtual, where you could have someone teach multiple students in multiple districts to show that all students will be able to accomplish all of the same goals, no matter what school district they're in. I feel like they all should receive equal amount of education, and not just because of like where they stay. So if you have a global type of virtual online program to assist students with this, I feel like you'll see much better high school graduation rates, which will also lead to students going into college more. Another one would be have volunteers come every afternoon to assist high school students. With this, it could be, you could have mandatory study groups for all athletes or all study clubs, like they could have mandatory. That way they could feel like, okay, well, we have to go, so we might as well make the best of it and ask whatever questions we need to ask. And have students, like college students who look to be teachers or work in the government, have those type of students. That way they could connect with them more, and they also have a better understanding of each other's language when explaining certain things. And your last one would be providing a workshop to parents so that they'll be able to assist the students. And this is, I'm speaking in education-wise aspects. If I was to ask my mom to assist me and she not know, it would actually confuse me more, because I feel like the only time I can get assistance is if I'm at school. And majority of our homework and research is done outside of school. So if we could have workshops that could like train our parents or assist our parents in assisting us so that we could feel more confident when we're working no matter where we are, I feel like that will greatly improve the performance in school and also increase the graduation rate. And those are like highly recommended, the parent workshop and the volunteers come after school, because I know students who suffer with not being able to be confident in their work. So with those two, I feel like you'll see a great increase in high school graduation rates.